Is you have volunteered to testify at the trial, correct?
Remember, I'm the only one who spoke up, and I'm the only one left alive.
What if everything we thought we knew about Kim Porter's death was a lie? What if the truth was silenced, hidden in plain sight by some of the most powerful names in music? And now, the veil is lifting.
And thank goodness to my ex, the wonderful Kim Porter, the late Kim Porter, who, kind of warned me all along the way to, just kind of watch your back, so on and so forth. And I didn't understand why.
Because of Diddy.
Basically.
Do you believe that she died of pneumonia?
Absolutely not.
Kim Porter, model, actress, and the woman who once held the heart of music mogul Sean Diddy Combs, was found unalived in her Los Angeles home in 2018. The official cause? Lobar pneumonia. But for many, that explanation never sat right. Among them, Al B. Shore, Kim's ex, the father of her son Quincy, and a man who spent years battling for his life and for the truth. Shore has survived a coma, a liver transplant, and a string of mysterious health issues. But now he's fighting a different battle. In recent interviews and posts, he's made a chilling accusation. Kim Porter wasn't unalived from pneumonia. She was silenced. Al claims he received anonymous threats, posts deleted, calls from unknown numbers, people telling him to stop, to be quiet. And when he didn't, he collapsed.
So do you think specifically then that Sean Diddy Combs or people affiliated with him did something to you that caused you to have multi-organ failure?
I believe this to be the case, yes.
Doctors said his organs were failing, but Al suspects foul play. Al B. Shore's journey from chart-topping star to an attempt on his life is not just personal, it's political, it's powerful. Al says Kim was working on a memoir, a tell-all book filled with the kind of secrets that could destroy music empires, names, events, timelines, allegations. And it wasn't just about Diddy. It went deeper into the murky waters of the music industry's most protected shadows. He believes someone wanted him gone. He wasn't the only one. In private conversations, Kim allegedly told friends she was keeping receipts, recordings, photos, notes. But none of that is surfaced, because it all vanished the day she was unalived. And Al has evidence, witnesses. He claims there are tapes, emails, signed NDAs, and a growing list of people ready to break their silence. But there's fear too. Fear of retaliation. Fear of being labeled crazy. Al knows that feeling well. For years, people laughed at him, called him delusional.
I went through many, almost, more than a decade of being scrutinized and clowned by law enforcement, them telling me, you need some help, but not realizing that they were also working for the situation.
But now, the world is starting to listen. In a recent interview, Al revealed that there was a bounty placed on his head, that someone wanted him silenced. And he suspects that someone wasn't acting alone. He claims that powerful players in the industry colluded, that publicists, executives, even law enforcement may have looked the other way. And then there's the book, Kim's unfinished memoir. According to Al, she showed it to him, told him to keep it safe, that it had everything. Now, it's gone.
Sean Diddy Combs or people affiliated with him did something to you that caused you to have multi-organ failure?
I believe this to be the case, yes.
Doctors said his organs were failing, but Al suspects foul play. Kim seemed healthy. Just days before her passing, she was celebrating with her family, smiling, full of life. Then suddenly, she was gone. Sources close to her say she made a 911 call at 2:15 a.m. Hours later, she was found unalived. Her laptop and phone, gone. What was she about to reveal? Insiders speak of jealousy, control, manipulation. Kim, they say, was ready to break free and speak out. Al B. Shore believes Diddy had every reason to keep her silent. And when he started speaking up, he felt the same force trying to shut him down. He talks about a culture of silence, about people who vanished after knowing too much, about flash drives filled with video evidence. Names, faces, some possibly underage, some possibly under the influence. He's not the only one. Whispers of similar patterns echo across the industry, but no one wants to speak up. Al B. Sure. He's had enough. Al was subpoenaed. He's ready to testify in Diddy's upcoming trial. He says this isn't about revenge, it's about truth. And he's not alone. 9 witnesses, recordings, diaries. A trail of evidence that points to something far more sinister than we imagined. But as this case unravels, more questions arise. Who else knew? Who helped cover it up? And who's next?
I'm still standing taller than I've ever been, looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid.
What do you think? Will Al B. Sure testify against Diddy? Let me know in the comments. What makes Al B. Sure's voice so chilling isn't just what he says, it's the conviction behind it. This isn't a man chasing clout or headlines. This is a father, a survivor, and someone who believes he was almost silenced himself. After slipping into a coma and suffering multi-organ failure, Al came out not just physically battered, but spiritually awakened. And what did he say upon recovering? He didn't believe what happened to him was natural. He called it a warning. He said, "They tried to take me out." And when you hear that, paired with his accusations that Kim Porter wasn't unalived from pneumonia, but was unalived from an orchestrated setup, his words hit different. It's not a conspiracy when the man involved nearly died too. And then there's Corey Gamble. Quiet, always in the background, but strangely present in some of the darkest corners of this story. Al hasn't directly named him, but the whispers are loud. Corey's name keeps surfacing, rumored to be a fixer, a handler, a man who cleans up for the elite. And he wasn't just linked to the Kardashians. He was reportedly seen at Kim Porter's house before the coroner arrived. Why? No one has ever explained. Combine that with Al's claims that Kim's laptop, phone, and manuscript disappeared the day she died, and suddenly, Corey doesn't seem like a bystander. He seems like someone with a role, a job, and maybe an agenda. That's why Al isn't backing down. And now, with subpoenas circulating and Diddy finally facing a courtroom, Al B. Sure is ready to testify. He says he doesn't want revenge. He wants the truth. Not for clout, but for Kim, for Quincy, their son, for every person who's ever been silenced by power. And it's not just about Diddy anymore. Al says this industry runs on secrets, that what happened to Kim wasn't an isolated incident. It was a message. And if he doesn't speak now, it may never come out. His testimony could change everything. It could be the match that sets the whole system on fire. The truth is slipping through the cracks, and Al B. Sure just lit the match. If you're ready for more receipts, more revelations, and no sugarcoating, subscribe, hit that bell, and don't miss what's coming next.